Everything about this test is lead line, according to my 1950s notes here in my 1950s filing cabinet. Says it's harmful to humans. I mean, not harmful to humans. You'll be okay. Perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh, and don't worry about the boxes. We got a ton backstocked ready for this kind of thing. Thrown at the wall, destroyed, rinse, repeat. Useless little things. Made them in an hour. You're not dead. That means that I'll be blunt now. I'm not Cave Johnson. This isn't the 1950s. Everyone you knew and loved is dead. And now you're stuck here in Aperture Science, down with the trash. Like me. After everyone left because of that boat. Which I'm sure you already knew, but whatever. However, I can get us out of here. If you're willing to let a voice in the sky who just told you he was lying the entire time he was talking to you control nearly every movement you make. Is that okay? I'll just take your silence as a yes. Oh, right, you can't answer me. Just do what I say and you'll be fine. Okay? So about before, you can get why I said all that, right? I'd rather not have my own chance of escape have a panic attack and die on me after years of being suspended in a faulty relaxation vault. Which could be a real possibility, because as my records show, the old test could cause heart attacks after small exposure to the chemicals. And you were pumped full of them. So, let's all just take a breath and start over. My name's Virgil. I'm a core from up in the Enrichment Center. And before you even think of asking, yes, there is a building above you, and yes, I came from it. I'm not crazy. Don't be too alarmed though. A lot's changed since you got put on ice. Good job, Mel. See that pipe there that the repulsion gel's leaking on? That'll take you to the pumping station. Jump down and walk on it. Oh, and try not to fall off. That goo down there is corrosive, and it doesn't like human skin. Now, according to my records of this room, there should be a turret shooting range at the far side of the room. If you can get through there, you should be able to get to the 4th testing track. That'll take you up to where I am. Good. That gel should help you get past those turrets. Ah, great. Should be a straight shot to the next testing track. Go to that door down at the very end. You know, the one with the giant wheel on it. Do it again. It'll open this time, I swear. Just give it some elbow grease. Oh, come on, you've got this. One more shot. Well, great. You can fling yourself all over the place and get past some old turrets that are firing live rounds, but you can't get a door open? What kind of Olympian are you? Alright, let's see what we can do. There's a longer route through a repulsion gel pumping station. Guess you're going to have to go that way. You can get through this pumping station and prepare yourself to get out of Bravo Volta into the Lima Whiskey testing track. That should bring you closer to me and to your own escape from this facility. Alright, I know what you're thinking. What on earth is going on here? Well, Aperture's early tests weren't always that successful. You were unlucky. That was the worst test Kate Johnson ever greenlit. But it's nice for me to have an Olympian at my disposal. Yeah, I have that information from you at the 1936 Nuremberg Olympics. You should have gotten that silver medal. Alright, look, I'm sorry for what I said back there. We're in this together. You're my ticket out of the junkyard down here. I'm your ticket to the outside world. I'll do my best to keep the insults at a minimum. Just try. I kinda have a bit of bad news. Yeah, I know. You don't want to hear any more bad news after the security override. I couldn't do. My records of this sphere are out of date, to say the least. There should be an exit after the third section of this test. However, I don't know if getting there will be that easy. You got it in you, though. You're my Olympian, who might not have a beating heart anymore. Wait a second, I'm getting some strange voice coming through. I'll patch it through.
Scanning Lima Whiskey. 70% complete. No vital signs detected. Initiating flooding procedure.
That's coming up from new Aperture. What's that? My scans are going nuts. Something's happening. The sphere's unstable. Get out of here. Run! It's letting flood wars out. We gotta get out of here. It's not safe. Get through the control centers. There's a transition seal leading up to where I am. Hurry, before this whole place floods or comes down. Your life is at stake, and you're going to walk up the stairs with falling rocks everywhere. I get you're an Olympian track runner and all, but what's wrong with you? You gotta get out of there. The room's filling with smoke. Good. At least you won't suffer. Whoa! Don't do that. You won't bring the place down on your head. I can't believe that worked. But get going before something else happens. Wow. If you'd been there a few seconds earlier, you'd have been incinerated. Thank the maker you were, though. I need the muscle. Okay, bad news! When the pump station blew, the floodgates opened up wide. Toxic goos rising fast, the sensors maxed out ages ago, warning lights going crazy all around. This just got a lot more serious. Alright, you're at Quality Control Center 95D. Only a bit further and you'll be at the hatch up to me. Hurry. I'll try to slow the goo down a bit. Don't open from this side. Maybe there's some other way around or something? Oh, great. Another blocked corridor. So, Mel, why don't you take your time? Look around here. I'll try to slow the rising goo down a little bit harder, I guess. Just don't take all day. Great job, Mel. You're on the other side of that door now. Yes! Very good. The doors are locked? Back in the day, the wiring was a bit strange sometimes. Try turning some machinery on, see if that also unlocks the doors. Wow, that actually worked. I mean, great. Well, that's just great. Can't we get through a room once without stuff blowing up or blocking our way? Try to find some water again or something. Great. From there, there's just the walls. Don't get comfy though. I pulled the plug on some emergency run-up dams, but the goo is still rising. Wow! This place is massive! Whoever built this place must be a great architect. Up high, at the back side of this room, is a control panel. It controls the hatch. Try to get there. records show that at least 2 people were needed to activate the ball patch. Smarter than I thought. Not a genius like me, but still. Take the elevator up to me. I'm in the junkyard just outside the hatch. It's finally time for me to repay my end of the deal. A short walk to the new enrichment center from here. We'll meet up shortly. And good news, we're not going to have to worry about the goo eating us alive. I'll seal up the hatch and we don't have to worry about that anymore. That's definitely a plus. Oh, great, you're here! I can finally get out of this technological nightmare! If you can get into the offices, I'm saved. You just might have to get around a few security fences though, trying to keep the giant human-eating rats out. The floor's getting quite cold here. Hey, over here. I'm right over here. Hey, Mel. Nice to finally see you. It's kind of dark here, though. You should turn the power on so we can get the lights working. There's some more offices on the other side of the double doors. Check there. Turn the power on first, then pick me up. Lights, check. Camera, check. Action. Hopefully not.
Detecting power surge at sub-basement station 26.
Lights, check. Camera, check. Action. Hopefully not.
Detecting power surge at sub-basement station.
Lights, check. Camera, check. Action. Hopefully not.
Detecting power surge at sub-basement station 26. Threat level moderate. Activating security protocols.
So much for no action. Come back and... Good. That floor was getting very cold. My motherboard was almost going critical. Alright, I know what you're thinking. Hey, Mr. Virgil Core Guy, how were you able to control everything and see everything in the old... much better. Good to be back on track again. Let me go back here and get your elevator so we can get out of here. Yes! This should help. That wasn't me, I think.
Detecting security override at sub-basement 26. Generator override command initiated.
Override generator override command.
Error. Scanning for life forms. Unregistered life forms activity in facility. Commencing termination program. 3 targets acquired. 1 organic, 2 mechanical.
you out of here now. We'll worry about that voice on the intercom later. I'll meet you upstairs.
Toxic contaminant level from testing track Lima Whiskey rising. Time to contact with enrichment center to be determined. Flooding procedure commencing.
The elevator wasn't going to my testing track, so I've rerouted the lift. Luckily for you, it's not too far away. These things can take forever sometimes. And there's no magazines to read. So annoying. Welcome to my testing track. It's not the best looking thing in the world, but it'll do. Let's see if I can just get this door open and get us out of here. Okay, sorry, I can't help you with this testing track. All Aperture Science AIs have been programmed to not help with solving the tests. I can, however, test to see if everything still works. It's been a while since I fell off that management rail and plummeted down into that pit, so maybe some stuff broke in my absence. Checking the funnel. Okay. Fizzler. Changing over. And toxic goo drainage pipe. Eaten away by toxic corrosive goo. Oh, lovely. That's not important. You can do this test just fine. I hope. Great. Just great. It seems you tipped off whatever that thing is to our presence. It has taken control of the testing track. Well, so much for that.
Descending to exit 1 of testing track virtual.
I'll keep trying to take control back. In the meantime, keep going through the testing track.
Hardline bridge control center activated. Hardline bridges coming online. Toxic contaminant level from testing track Lima Whiskey rising. Estimated time to contact with enrichment center 25 minutes.
I'm still working here. Seems like I've got to hack this thing. Come on, Wi-Fi, don't fail me now. I've got a good signal strength. really broke into that thing, sir. I'll try and learn more about what's going on, but I'll keep you posted.
Threat level up on the organic life form. Moderate. Continue tracking.
It seems that thing is using some biological tracking to find out where you are. Get into the elevator to the next test. I'll need a little bit more time to get us removed from the system. I think we'll be in the clear for a little bit, but somehow I can't get access to the final target, or even learn what it is. Whatever it is, it's enough to cause this thing to blow up the toxic goo pump control down in the salt mines.
Activating Aegis firewall.
I just tripped an alarm in that thing's mainframe. It completely locked me out. Firewall, huh? Firewall. That just gave me an idea. I'm going to reroute some of the water to the Aegis servers. That should shut the firewall down.
Target 1 organic, 1 mechanical reacquired for termination. Security measures at 75%. Alert status red. Toxins from testing track Lima Whiskey. Contact with enrichment center sub-basement level 10. Flooding procedures commencing.
The plan to flood the servers worked. I should be able to get you back into the testing track. Let me open these for you. Well, with those servers gone, I think he'll have a much harder time tracking our movements. I'm working working on getting control of the elevators, so just hold on, get through this test, and I'll get you out of here. I got some control again. There's another lift transfer down below. Hold on. Activating the elevator. Now.
Elevator car 77. Testing track direction compromised. Alert status 100%. Rerouting remaining servers to biological tracking. Target lost.
Rerouting the elevator worked. That got its attention. Don't expect this to get any easier now. Keep going. There's an easy test track up ahead. Maybe you can gain some ground on it. So, you can handle a lot of harder tests. This is a brand new introduction track, designed for new test subjects. You should do this really quickly. I've got a plan. Mel, over here! Change of plans. I found a panel that I can move out of the way. Portal down to that catwalk in the distance. I'll tell you more there. So, I was thinking, if this computer has scanners searching for biological substances, maybe there can be some interference? You know, with things like plants? There's an overgrown testing track across the facility that hasn't been converted yet. If we can get there, I think we can confuse it. Perfect. Just perfect. The button's blown a fuse. Maybe, if you get up to an upper level... Alright, listen. I was able to hack into that system and run a basic diagnostic before I got booted. The computer is known as the Aperture Employee Guardian and Intrusion System, or AGIS for short. It looks to be a security mainframe trying to protect the scientists logged into the system. It hasn't been turned on in decades. Maybe that's why it's after us and whatever that last threat is. Maybe it thinks we killed the scientists. Alright, I finally got access to some schematics of this place. I can guide you to that overgrown testing track now to cover our tracks. Head through the corridor to the left. Should take you through the work-in-progress test chambers. Well, always well prepared. I guess you already knew that somehow that cube would come in handy. Have you done this before? Great. Through there is a crappy backstop chamber GLaDOS was designing before her demise. Never finished, but it should at least be working.
Opening panels near biological target. Error. Pin bottom detected. Subroutines unable to control.
You dodged a bullet on that one. I told you to be careful. Next time might not be so forgiving.
Scans indicate target in elevator shaft. Activating traffic.
Well, he's in for a nice surprise. There are tubes on the side you can use to get towards the overall testing track. Alright, this next test chamber is still under construction. Generally, they need to be tested at least 3 times before they're finalized. Some people just can't count further than that, I guess. Generally, they need to be tested at least 3 times before they're finalized. Some people just can't count further than that, I guess. Generally, they need to be tested at least 3 times before they're finalized. Some people just can't count further than that, I guess. Generally, they need to be tested at least 3 times before they're finalized. Some people just can't count further than that, I guess.
Construction subroutine controlled. Installing additional hazards.
Turrets, huh? Let's see what I can do. How about I fire up the lasers? Deep pit. How about a hardline bridge? Test difficulty this time? I'm sure you can handle it. Just make sure to dodge the bullets again.
Organic threat escaping new test chamber. Escape contingency not in place.
Alright, good. Looks like it doesn't know where the elevator is heading to. Up ahead are the overgrown parts of the facility. I can try to reroute the elevator again if it's... So, I was right. When a test subject destroyed her, this whole place fell into disrepair. I don't exactly know if everything is working properly anymore, but we don't have a choice.
Error. Tracking on target failed. Heavy organic interference.
Huh? It worked? It's blind here. Oh, no. No. There's some stuff here blocking the path for the elevator. Hold on for emergency brakes. Just climb on out of here, and let's get moving. Whoa, that was close. You could have been in there. Oh, wait, you just were.